Hello everyone, Adrienne here. So, I know it's been a couple of weeks, but I have a lot of things going on right now, for example, preparing for my wedding. So as of filming this today, my 27th birthday is in just a few days, and then a week after that, then Kenny and I will be getting married. So very, very exciting. We talked with the officiant recently to plan out everything that we want for our ceremony, and I love it, and it's going to be just wonderful. I'm really looking forward to it, and those of you who will be coming, I really hope that you enjoy it. So with that being said about preparing for my wedding, I'm just going to put it out there that it's highly likely this is going to be my last video of September, which means you're likely not going to be seeing me until after Kenny and I get married, which is totally fine. I may possibly do an absinthe review next week, depending on how my schedule is going and how busy we are with preparing for the wedding, as well as how much I'm working. Oh boy. So I just want you guys to keep that in mind, that this may very well be the last video of September before Kenny and I get married. And thank you very much for the well wishes in advance. We're very excited for getting married. And thank you guys so much for being there for both of us. It's really awesome. As a matter of fact, as we speak, I'm actually waiting for the carrier to deliver my wedding dress so that I can sign for it. So hopefully that goes smoothly, really smoothly, please. Is it like, you can tell I'm a little anxious and I'm a little stressed out. Not going to lie about that. So I think anyone is leading up to their wedding, really. So yeah, once we get married and once things are said and done and settled with the venue that we are having it at, then things will definitely chill out and we can proceed. Thanks guys so much for bearing with me. I really appreciate it. And thank you for being patient as far as my ability to release content. So thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Now, admittedly, today is going to be a short video because I'll only be discussing technically 2 songs, but I do have something to say at the end as well about supporting new goth musicians. So, like I said, short video, and I also wanted to let you guys know what was going on and why content has been a bit sparse recently. There's been a good reason for it. I'm getting fucking married. So yeah. One of my favorite new goth music projects, Sweet Ermengarde, has finally released something new, and I'm really excited about it. This time it's 2 singles, which admittedly I would be happier if it were a full-length album. I prefer quality over quantity and will patiently await their next full-length album, because honestly, you can't rush perfection. You really can't, especially when art is concerned. I was contacted by one of the members and was asked if I was interested in having either a promotional copy of the vinyls or if I wanted a digital copy. Of course, I opted for the digital copy because I don't have space in my apartment for a vinyl player nor vinyls, so it has more to do with functionality and space used than me just saying no to a vinyl just because. It's just one of those things. So first of all, can we just talk about the Art Nouveau inspired artwork for this album? It's absolutely gorgeous and I adore it, and especially because the Belle Epoque is my favorite historical era. It's very occult looking with an Alphonse Mucha or Mucha, I don't know how to pronounce that, I'm sorry, inspired vibe, and I'm so here for it. In case you didn't know, the absinthe poster behind me on my set is by Alphonse Mucha or Mucha. Sorry, I'm so sorry. The first track I'd like to talk about is Typhonian Trance. This starts off right away with electronic distortion and some very intense drums and a gorgeously flowing guitar line. After the more melodic guitars come in, there are very energetic Sisters of Mercy-esque vocals, but with actual depth and emotion, with a hint of Peter Steele. I do prefer the former vocalist for Sweet Ermengarde, admittedly, but I really like their new vocalist still. Just wanted to make that clear. I love the blend of slightly dark wavy elements with very classic sounding goth rock, so it gives a very wonderful, great 80s vibe and keeps it very modern feeling and is very palatable. It's very dancey, it's dark, and it's very moody, and I really, really enjoyed this one. The next song, Once You Break, is slightly more mellow and melodic, but contains that wonderful goth rock vibe with an unbelievable depth and very expressive vocals. Again, the vocals are a cross between Sisters of Mercy, again in a good way that doesn't drive me nuts with mumbly, muddy sounding vocals, and Peter Steele. It is tender, it's passionate, still a little dancey, and really quite stunning. So I will say this was a really nice transitional piece of work for Sweet Ermengarde. Any fan of Sweet Ermengarde won't be disappointed with what they have to offer, and I think these are both awesome songs to have on a DJ set list. Sweet Ermengarde is one of those bands that prove goth isn't dead and deliver an authentically goth sound with an upgraded vibe. This reminds me so much of both 80s and 90s goth music such as Sisters of Mercy, Second Skin, The Wake, Gossamer, and other such musical acts from the heyday of the goth subculture. It pleases me so much to see this renaissance of goth music and that so many people are genuinely interested in the music, and I think these new goth bands really help with that. New goth music keeps the subculture alive and gives us examples to point to for baby bats or other people getting into the subculture who are tired of being force-fed the same 580s goth bands and being told that's all that goth is. There's a plethora of music out there just waiting to be discovered, and these new bands are not only expanding the category of goth, but also drawing new blood. Phlebotomy joke. You'll have to forgive me, it's my livelihood and it's my profession. I just have to get a joke in there somewhere. Into our subculture and community to keep it going. So please keep supporting these goth bands. They deserve it. Sorry if it seems like I'm going off on a tangent here, but I feel like it really needs to be said. A lot of you may not think about this, but a lot of new goth bands face an additional challenge when they come out with their new music. Not only do they have the challenge that all new musicians face with finding and building an audience, but they also face a little bit of a challenge and a resistance to the weird goth purists who won't give them a chance just because they came out post-1990 or in some cases post-2000. Like, you know how it is. Some of these people just would not be caught dead listening to anything that is coming out in the last decade just for the sake of seeming like they are the uber gothiest that ever walked the earth, whatever. It's just so stupid and such a waste of time and does such a disservice to the subculture, in my opinion. So all the more reason to support these new bands, other than them offering some exciting new music for everyone here in our subculture to just eat up. That's my goal here. I really want to get these new goth projects out there so that people will go out and listen to them and support them, and then when we can have shows again, go to their shows, of course. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you joining me on this little bit of a brief video that I've made today for a music review. Please go check out Sweet Ermengarde and go support them on social media and buy their music, buy their merch, and I think their new merch is really, really awesome and it's definitely worth checking out. And as always, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and make sure you hit that bell for notifications so that you can get notified every single time I post a video. And thank you so much to my patrons for your support every single month. I really, really appreciate it. And to everyone, you're amazing. I love you. I will see you guys later, most likely in October when I am a married woman. So, I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. You're amazing. Bye.